Hey Christy, here is your video tutorial on how to set your kids up for code.org. So you just go simply to code.org, and I signed myself out, so I'll just create a new account in case you haven't done that part yet. So when you go to sign in, create an account. I already have one at my @KCDSB account, so I'm going to use my Google account at KCEDU. You can use whichever one you want. And sign up. Now to create classes, you just go student accounts in progress. And new section right here. So this is where you're going to want your kids to use a picture to sign in as. It's just going to be easiest for them. So you might want yours to be called FDK. And you want them to start at the... where do we want them to start? Probably right here, just course 1. So obviously not the accelerated course. This is all stuff that might be a little bit too above kindergarten. Like this is just teaching them about the internet, digital information, stuff like that. But they're not going to want to go through actual coding courses about that. So you're just going to start them in course 1. And don't worry about clicking on this. And then you just go save. So once you've created that course, now you're going to go manage students, and this is where you're going to input all of your students, your class list. So when we go add multiple students, let's just say we have John Smith, Jane, stuff like that. When you have your whole class list, then you press done. And obviously I only put in 2 names, so I only have 2 fields here. You don't have to do this part. You can if you want. Doesn't really matter because it doesn't have anything to do with their accounts once they actually log in. They're not going to see this information. And then you go save all. Once you've done that, you can now select the image that you want your students to use as their password. So if you go, show secret, or you can go reset, doesn't matter. So each student will have to just remember their password image to log in. So then when you have your whole class list done, you're going to want to write down this website. Keep this. This is the unique address for your class to get to code.org. If they simply go to code.org and then went to the login up here, it's not going to be student friendly. That's the teacher login. So you have to make sure that they go to this, and this is their class code right here that's unique to them. So if I click on that, now there are my 2 students. When I click on the name, so the students just have to identify their name and then identify their little monster creature as their password. And I forget what mine is. Jindo, so it's the little ninja guy. Tell them not to worry about this one here. This is just a privacy setting. And then they go sign in. And this is course 1. So they're going to make their way through all of this. My students didn't love the unplugged activities. I found that they were just kind of skipping through them. So I think what we'll do together is probably just jump your students to right here into stage 3, part 1. There's always going to be a video that they're going to have to watch when they're starting a new section. And this is the part that just teaches them that stuff, like some of those key terms like algorithm and stuff, and we can have the students skip this too if you want. It might be a little bit over their heads, but it's just a simple X out. Then they start their really basic course. So drag the block to the target. So this is just having them simply move things and continue. We want to get them in the habit of signing out whenever they're leaving the site, just because if they don't, another student can go into that under their login, and they'll end up just completing the puzzles for them. And I've learned that the students don't appreciate that. So, as you can see, it starts out super basic, and the kids are just going to think that they're doing puzzles. And this will go all the way through up here. You can track their progress. And it will get slightly more complicated, but this is course 1, so it won't get overly complicated whatsoever. So now this is the student view, and I can always pop back over to the teacher view. So now, when I'm in my teacher dashboard here and I can see the students, I can click on Jane Doe here and I can view her progress. So again, she's in course 1. And that's not popping up. Oh, because I have to go here. Progress. No, never mind. I don't know where to see their progress. It should have popped up on that first page, but it's not for some reason. Maybe because they're not far enough into the course to see any real progress. Anyway, so yeah, the main part was when you're going to your section, you have to add all of those students, and that's where all of that was. I think I covered everything. I'm not sure. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll be happy to help you out. Otherwise, I will see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.